better, me more clever, clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's for certain, baby. Let's take a ride, Put your for the ones that die, it's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight and lose your mind. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Lions are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Steelers, who will need to solve that secondary.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete to open things up.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Bell, and he's got room. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 78 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
On first and 10, Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Paul Posluszny not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Stafford. That's pulled in by the rookie Kenny Golladay. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how
Marvin Jones past the 20, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Ezekiel Ansah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. We'll call that a punt of 50. .54 yards, well struck. And the Lions will take over. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Paul Posluszny in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Paul Posluszny in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now Brown. Brown with his stick skills. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground. Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down. And he's brought down. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run.
Easy.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find the rookie, Juju Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and if he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They'll try again with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out now come the Lions. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw is Stafford. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Paul Posluszny in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Here's Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Brown. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for...
Le'Veon Bell, It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Stafford, the completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On first down, Stafford here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.J. Watt in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Here's Stafford now on second down. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now one here in the second quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. It's taken to the 26. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run. Abdullah. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the red zone now, Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
To the air again, Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Theo Riddick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers at first.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Dez Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness, and his strength to create big plays.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Stafford on 1st down. Ebron's got it. Oh, now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stafford. Flushed out right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And Stafford's in some pain, apparently. Yet to arise following the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Big Ben going to take it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Again, it's Bell. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Back now at Ford Field. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Bell. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Steelers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
This is Riddick on the screen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Out to the flat for Riddick. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. This is a screen to Abdullah. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throw left side, taken in by Golladay. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
Yeah, a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a 1st. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Time running out here on the play clock. They go back to Riddick. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down. Set. 3
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 17. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Lions, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
Legging with Nick, we dump it off like V. Ramonovic. Sorry, homie, you know we not friends, it's all for politics. Politics, never get to see who really running. Now you know who running. You rappers on punishment. Papa dog, they be lying on they rebel. Everybody scared a little linky, man, is evident. Feeling like